And another in 7 Days to Die was released, showing a much improved melee in Alpha 17. You can jump, kick, slash, zombies get sliced up, you can kick them, they will try to bite you, and while dodging everything is really cool. Nah, but I wish it looked like this. So actually what I'm going to do is going to look at the Alpha 17 melee footage that Roland put out, which helps us see more of how our attacks and power attacks work in the new Alpha. I'm also going to put some side-by-side footage of something similar in Alpha 17, or Alpha 16 rather. As a side note, the Alpha 17 footage was 1080 resolution, recorded, re-rendered. My Alpha 16 footage was 1440p at highest graphic settings, so it's not a fair comparison. And of course, I hope you've subscribed and dropped a like and drop a comment after you've finished watching the video. So, using the Sledgehammer here, it looks pretty okay. I don't see a major difference from the Alpha 17 fighting style. It looks like that was a power attack, but you know, who knows. Coming to the clubs, it does show a problem though sometimes that as you stun and stagger them, you can see that they pull back or something. But a lot of hits basically just have them keep moving forward, so you don't really tell that you hit other than the blood spatter. And it would be nice and if that was something that is improved on, so that even if you don't stun them or stagger them or knock them down, that there is some kind of feedback. The knife as well, you know, yes, the power attack seems a little bit weird from the top down. It doesn't seem to be a lot more powerful than a normal attack though. Now we come down to using a shovel here. One thing I didn't notice until afterwards was that Roland was using, I think, just a normal iron shovel. I was using the steel shovel, so I was losing a lot more stamina, and I ran out of stamina really fast, so I'm really slow and having problems dodging away. We'll still see a slight issue with animation being that you hit in front of the zombie. It looks like the zombie is like, let's say, 1.5 meters away. The animation looks like it's hitting maybe half or 1 meter away. So maybe because of how the hitboxes work, it just looks like you're hitting in front of them, and that looks a little bit weird. Now that is similar to how it looked previously though, there isn't a big change. So as mentioned in Alpha 17, you are not going to be able to run backwards. You can run forwards, and to the side diagonal, but you cannot run sideways or backwards. And that's a big change from Alpha 16 melee. And how that turns out in actuality, we'll have to see. The walk speed in Alpha 17 is supposed to be faster though. So some of the weapons here, you see the axe, you see the machete. I mean, they don't look significantly different. There are some power attacks that you maybe can pick out, but I really can't really see the difference. You know, maybe we'll learn by playing, but I just don't see the difference. Maybe the stamina usage is much higher in the power attacks, because otherwise you'll just be using that the whole time. So we'll see when we release and we get to play around with it. But I think that if I didn't know there were power attacks, I wouldn't necessarily know. It just happens so quickly and you don't really see a big wind-up. And the sounds could use some improvement. Someone on Reddit put it as, it sounds like a pillow fight, and I think that's a little bit too true. Weapons hitting the different zombies should have more varied sounds, because, you know, it does sound a bit like a pillow fight, and I wish they would change that and improve it. So my big takeaway is that it doesn't seem to be hugely different from Alpha 16. That might be a good and bad. Good in that it's not really worse. Bad in the sense that maybe we're expecting more, greater animations, you know, great sounds, great physics, and zombie reactions to being hit. And those haven't necessarily been changed very much. I think a lot of those things look exactly the same. I will also leave a link to Roland's melee video in the description below. And that's about it. I will see you next time. Make sure to use your chainsaw. It's powerful, even though it doesn't seem to knock down or stun.
Special thanks to the great patrons supporting the channel. If you would like to join the vetted community and support these videos, do follow the Patreon link.